Today, I'm going to show you how to schedule a Teams meeting, how to schedule a meeting in Teams. So there are several ways that you can schedule a meeting in Teams, but I'm going to show you some of the simplest ways that you can schedule a meeting in Teams. The first thing you do is you find your Teams icon. Once you click on Teams and you open up Teams, you will look to your left and you're going to see a toolbar here. On your left toolbar, you're going to have an icon that says Calendar. You want to click on Calendar. Once you click on Calendar, you have the option to click New Meeting. So once you click on New Meeting, you can simply type in the title of whatever you want to name your meeting. So since this is a test run, for those who might not know how to schedule a meeting in Teams, I'm just going to name it as testing. When you click to add your required attendees, you're going to notice that since we are all a part of the Fulton County organization, a lot of people's emails that are in the same building or organization as us, their names will automatically pop up. So I'm going to put in Mr. Smith's name, and I'm going to add him to my meeting. You can also add people to the meeting, and it can be optional for them if that's what you would like. Here, you can put the date, and a calendar will drop down so that you can see the different dates that you can click on. You can also create a time. When you create a time and click on one, normally it is already defaulted for 30 minutes. So if you need more than 30 minutes, you can simply click however long you need. You can also adjust the time by just typing in the time as well. So let's say I want the meeting to start at 11:05 a.m. I just simply put it there and it's going to automatically tell me that the meeting is 2 hours and 5 minutes. You can set it for all day, one day, however you want it to show. That's what you can click on this little icon for. If you do not want this meeting to be reoccurring, you can click on Does Not Repeat. But if you want this meeting to occur at the same time weekly, monthly, daily, yearly, you can just click one of these options. You can add a channel. So let's say you want one of your classes to be a part of this meeting. If you click on channel, it's going to show you all of your Teams meetings or teams that you have. In here, you also have our Tri-Cities 2020, 2021 teams. So if you want to add the whole faculty and staff, you would click this. So adding a channel is just basically adding your teams, whatever teams that you are a part of, if that's what you would like to do, to save time on clicking in all of the different people that you would like to have in your meeting. So you can customize it, of course, up here. But down here, if you want to add one of your classes, you just click Add Channel. You can add a location if you want, which the location is definitely going to be in Teams because it's a Teams meeting. And you can put details to what this meeting is about. All right, so you can type details here. So once you're done creating your meeting, you can hit send. Once you hit send, it's going to bring you to your actual calendar and you will be able to see where your meeting is. So the name of my meeting is testing. It's here. I can click on it and it's going to give me the details to my meeting right in here. So let's say I want to copy this link and I wanted to send it to someone outside of our organization. I just simply click here, copy the clipboard. I'll go to my email and then I'll paste this into my email. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Meeting options. Let's go to meeting options because this is very important when you are scheduling your meeting in Teams. When you go to meeting option, you have some cool options that you can choose from. So let it load up. So right here, so that you can make sure it's the proper meeting, look here for your details. And who can bypass the lobby? You can decide who can bypass the lobby and come directly into the meeting. You can click everyone, which I do not suggest, because that means anyone can just log into your meeting. You can put people in my organization, trusted organization, and guests, people in my organization and guests, people in my organization, or only me. Of course, you don't want to put only you, because it's a meeting that you're going to invite other people to. So you would click on people in my organization and guests if you're going to have guests outside of your organization that's going to join. Always let callers bypass the lobby. Put this on as no if you don't want just anybody bypassing the lobby. So if it's on no, that means that a prompt is going to prompt you on the screen to let a caller in that's trying to get into the meeting who was not originally invited to the meeting. So if you want to leave it on, you can. The only time that I would say to leave this option on is if you have a large number of meeting participants that you're having to come to your meeting and you don't want to keep clicking to let people in or people waiting for you to let them in. That's the only time I suggest that you would turn this on. You do have the option to announce when callers join or leave. So you can turn that on, and anytime anyone joins, it will say their name. And if they leave, it will tell you their name as well. Who can present? If you only want yourself to present, you would leave this option on as only me. The good part about keeping this on as only me is once the meeting actually starts, you can give rights to people in the meeting to be able to present. Or if you would like, you can hit this drop down and you can just click everyone can present, or people in my organization or the guests that you have invited can present. Allow attendees to mute. Definitely want to hit yes for that. Allow meeting chat. In this meeting, you can allow people to chat in the chat box, or you can disable it to where they cannot type in the chat box. All right. And you can allow reactions. So those are your meeting options. And I feel like this is very, very important when you're setting your meeting to have your meeting options clicked on or chosen. Choose your options. All right. So now we're back to the meeting. At the top, you will have different options, chat, file. So these are the things that you can actually see after you schedule your meeting. I think it's cool to have, if you have any documents that you would like to share during this meeting, you just simply hit file and you hit share and you upload the file. So that file will be in your meeting chat for your participants to be able to see whatever document that you have uploaded. Meeting notes. You can take notes in the meeting. Whiteboard, you can add a whiteboard in your meeting. You also can add other options like forms, poly, so many different things that you can add here if you want to your meeting as well. So my thing with this is you can, if you would like to, set up, I suggest that you set up 15 minutes before your meeting start. If you want to add a file, you can add a file. If you want to start the meeting notes, create an agenda, you can do that as well, because this is going to be shared once the meeting is over. And you can add whatever you want right here in the chat, because once people join, they're going to see what you have added to the chat. So that's a quick way of how you can schedule a meeting in Teams, just simply click new meeting, or if you want to, you can just click on any box. So let's say Friday, I want to have a meeting at 8 a.m. I will click here and I can do those same steps that I just showed you before, add a title, your attendees, your date, your time, all of those good things, all right? Your description of what you want, or talk about what the meeting is going to be about, all right? And don't forget your meeting options. You definitely want to have your meeting options set up before the meeting. Also, you can simply click on Meet Now. If you want to meet now, you can. You can put in the meeting name. So let's say I want to put in talk. So I will simply hit Quick Talk. I can get a link to share for this meeting as well. And I can send this link to people's emails, okay? Of course, it's going to send me to my Google, but click this link and then you can send it to whoever, and then you can start the meeting this way. So if you want to just start a quick meeting, you can do that as well. All right. So that is a simple way. Those are some simple ways that you can create a meeting in Teams. Real quick, I want to show you that you can also go to your Outlook and you can create a meeting right in Outlook. If you look at your email option, when you click on email, new email, you're going to have a drop down. You can click on that drop down and you can click on meeting. You can also go down to the bottom of your screen and you can click on the calendar here and you can schedule a meeting right here as well. New meeting in Teams. All right. So once you do that, what I like about this is it shows you what other meetings you have. It's a more visual. So let's click here. And if you schedule a meeting in Teams, you have a little more visual options, because on the side, if you notice, you have good, fair, and poor. These options let you know if whatever meeting you're scheduling, if it's going to conflict with any other meetings that are going on your calendar. All right. So as you can see down here at 2:30 to 3:30, I have one conflict. Some type of meeting is going on here. All right. So it's going to show you that. So you might not want to schedule a meeting during that time. So let's schedule it. Let's do testing again. I'm going to put in Ms. Bice's name. I'll just put somebody in that's optional. Let's put in Mr. Rail as optional. I'm going to change this date to, let's say, the 27th. And I think 30 minutes is good. And then in here, I can put what the meeting is going to be about. So let's talk about Microsoft Showcase. And then I would simply just hit send. So once I hit send, it will show up in my calendar. So I scheduled that for the 27th. And as you can see, it's right here. It's testing. If I hover over it, it's here. All right. So I'm going to show you something that's really, really cool too. You can change your view of your calendar. So if you click on week, you get week. If you click on month, you get month. I actually like the month view better because it shows me everything that's going on. So I can just hover over and it's going to give me a quick description of what's all that is scheduled. And you can look at schedule view, which I really don't care for schedule view because it's not giving me what I need to see. All right. So I hope that I have helped you to effectively schedule a meeting in Teams. If you have any more questions, I am available in room F124, Miss Davis. Thank you all. Bye-bye.